Once upon a time, Earth had always believed itself special. Its oceans shimmered, its cities pulsed with life, and its species imagined themselves masters of culture and ingenuity. So when the Galactic Theatre extended an invitation, humans cheered. Finally, they would perform on the greatest stage imaginable, seen by civilizations spanning hundreds of light years. At first, it was exhilarating. Earth's broadcasts dazzled alien audiences with humans' art, music, and ingenuity. Politicians, scientists, and celebrities were interviewed on interstellar feeds. Humans imagined applause, admiration, and interstellar friendships. But the applause never came. Instead, subtle chuckles turned into harsh criticism. From the alien perspective, Earth was a living horror show. The Xarxi of Elter watched humans burn forests for fuel and called it an absurd performance of self-destruction. The Melody of Orban commented on wars as ritualized cruelty masquerading as governance. Even the smallest, most seemingly innocent actions were dissected. A viral video of children playing with fire became evidence that humans were incapable of safety, reason, or foresight. Earth tried to adapt. Monumental gestures were made, global peace campaigns, pledges to repair ecosystems, symbolic acts of diplomacy. Humans imagined these as brilliant performances. Alien critics called them desperate, theatrical, and wholly unconvincing. Every day, more and more alien species tuned into Earth's broadcasts, each bringing with them an army of trillions of viewers. And with each new arrival, the scrutiny intensified. Soon, Earth wasn't just a planet. It was a specimen, a zoo exhibit in the grand theater of the cosmos. Humans had hope for camaraderie, for understanding. Instead, they found themselves under observation. Every move, every decision, every conflict was analyzed by civilizations with lifespans measured in millennia. How quaintly dramatic, remarked the critic of Signy, watching a human soap opera. Their concept of interpersonal relationships is so convoluted. The Zarthik of Turian Prime, known for their stoic nature, were moved to comment on a human funeral. Such an odd mixture of grief, closure, and celebration of death. Fascinating. For the Kell of Rigel, humans became an anthropological study. A species whose very survival depends on its ability to reproduce endlessly, whose obsession with procreation has overcome their capacity for reason. And so the eons passed. What had started as admiration turned into morbid fascination, then to outright mockery. Human actions, once praised for their complexity, were reduced to the behaviors of a curious animal. A human baby learning to walk was dissected by alien commentators, noting the awkward gait and the species' shockingly fragile bones. A human couple in love was analyzed for their strange displays of affection. Humans killing each other was, of course, a constant source of amusement. Such limited vision, said the critic, shaking their head at a televised war zone. To think that such a tiny patch of rock in this unimaginably vast universe is worth killing over. And then came the sanctions. Ships approaching the solar system were rerouted. Satellites failed without explanation. Trade deals evaporated. Years passed. Alien broadcasts labeled Earth as quarantined for moral contamination. Humans had become stars in a horror show rather than participants in a galactic festival. Then came the day when the Galactic Council convened to issue its final verdict. Earth was to be contained. Not a full-scale war, not total destruction, but prevention. Massive autonomous monitoring drones were dispatched, massive as small moons, programmed to isolate Earth's emissions, intercept any incoming ships, and neutralize any planetary activity deemed too dangerous. Humans noticed the change only slowly. Communications went dark. Signals bounced back or were intercepted. Trade evaporated. Diplomats found themselves ignored, threatened, or laughed at across the void. Earth had become a prison. A cautionary exhibit in the galaxy's vast archive, a world famous for its flaws, hated for its exposure. Meanwhile, alien children studied humans as one might study a venomous creature. Some civilizations recorded Earth as a case study in moral decay, others as entertainment. Observe the species that cannot govern itself, one Melody instructor told her students. Learn what happens when hubris meets chaos. Humans, for the first time, looked to the stars and felt fear. Fame had a price: exposure, scrutiny, and the judgment of billions of lives whose standards far exceeded human imagination. Earth's brightest leaders, once lauded for their eloquence, were now remembered for catastrophic mistakes. Ordinary people, once oblivious to interstellar eyes, saw their lives dissected and mocked. And so Earth remained, part of the Galactic Theatre, yes but not as a celebrated performer. A prison, a cautionary exhibit, a planet studied not for its brilliance, but for its spectacular failure. Humans realized, too late, that some applause comes with consequences. Some mistakes, broadcast across the galaxy, cannot be forgiven. The stars themselves seemed to pulse with judgment. Every light year away, civilizations whispered the same verdict: never invite Earth to perform again.